Hey everyone, I'm Robbie Cornthwaite.
I'm Daniel Mullen.
I'm Angelo Costanzo.
I'm Marco Flores.
I'm Marcelo Garuska.
I'm Ian Fife.
This is Casio, and you're watching.
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 And you are watching
Purebred Reds, Adelaide United Fan TV.
Hi, I'm Daniel Mullen, former Adelaide United player and Asian Champions League winner with Western Sydney Wanderers. When it comes to any of my soccer needs, I do my shopping here at Soccer Locker. An Australian-owned and operated business, the store is located at Shop 5 of 181 to 183 Grange Road, Findon. Founded in 2017, Soccer Locker was introduced into the market to fulfil all the soccer-related needs of Australians, providing a huge range of quality clothing and equipment ranging from soccer balls, team kits, goalkeeper gear, accessories and much more. Recently arrived stock also includes stunning retro kits from some of our favourite past eras as fans of the world game. Soccer Locker is a specialist in Premier range boots, Adidas and Puma, goalkeeper gear and licensed merchandise. Visit us online at www.soccerlocker.com.au with free delivery Australia-wide. So get shopping now at our Findon store, open from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday and open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hello and welcome to the Purebred Reds Adelaide United Fan TV. I'm your host, Ellis Gelios. We're coming to you this week to preview the big FFA Cup South Australian Derby happening this Sunday. It's a historical game that we have to look forward to, and I'm delighted to welcome two great guests. One of them is a great friend of the show. He's been on a number of times. The other is his younger brother. They are two lads that hail from one of the most famous footballing families here in South Australia. It's a real privilege to welcome Kristin Konstandopoulos and Jason Konstandopoulos, both ex-Adelaide United players. Lads, how are we doing?
It's been good. Everybody's just excited, to play the next one. I think I don't know about everybody else, but I was kind of hoping for Adelaide United, to be honest. So I'm happy that we got them, and I'm keen to play them and show them what we're about. So should be good. Good Adelaide clash. Yeah.
It's always a privilege to be able to play on, especially the big stage, not just in the NPL level, but in a professional competition. So I want to make the most of it, try and make a name for myself now being on the big stage. But I'm just excited, being honest.
We'll get to this more later on in the interview, but I just want to ask, what's it like? I mean, you've all played for Adelaide United. Your older brother Nathan's still there now, and everyone sort of knows plenty about your old man who is the Adelaide Olympic coach, George Konstandopoulos. It's just such a unique scenario, the kind of mechanisms going on in the Konstandopoulos family. So what's it like? Do you guys ever talk about football, just when you're hanging out as a family?
Yeah, it comes up quite a bit, to be honest. Most of the time we don't want it to come up, but it comes up all the time. Everybody enjoys the sport and just has got this passion for the sport. So it's run through dad, through us. So we love the game.
Brilliant stuff. Let's get into it, boys. It is Adelaide Olympic playing Adelaide United this Sunday, 3 p.m. kickoff at the Velo Football Centre. You can tune in on 10 Play if you're not going to be there live and free, but please, by all means, make every effort to get there because this is going to be one for the history books. Get your tickets. They are selling right now at the moment. We've got no squads at the time of filming, fellas, but we'll jump straight into it. Let's touch on the novelty of this match being one for the history books with an Adelaide derby having been played on the national stage for the first ever time in FFA Cup history. So tell us, both of you, how much has it added to everyone being up and about over this occasion in the Olympic camp, or are you guys keeping a lid on it and treating it just like any other game?
It's hard to keep a lid on it because it's a big game and everybody knows that, but we're just trying to go in with confidence. I think that's the main thing for us. We're the underdogs for the game, but we've got to be as confident as we can going into it because, we know we have the ability, but we can't underestimate Adelaide United as well. They're an A-League club for a reason. But it's more just, excitement. Try not to get too worked up about it. It's just another game.
Yeah, the main, talk from the coach is just treat it like it's your last game. Just give it all you got, see what happens. Show why we're one of the best teams in the local league.
Absolutely. Well, there's so much to get through. Before we really dive into it, guys, our Hassan Toure is a fella that I'm sure both of you are very, very familiar with. I know, Kristin, you played with and against him. Jason, I'm sure you've certainly played against him. You would have played with him too, I'm sure, at a point there when you were in the Adelaide United youth team setup. He's just gone to MacArthur. That's been announced today to pursue more playing time. Is it fair enough? And how big of a loss is he for Adelaide United, considering he absolutely loves the goal in the FFA Cup? Both of you.
Yeah, I was a bit, no, I'm not surprised, but because he hasn't been playing much, so I understand what's happened there. I think he's a great guy as a person. He's probably, one of the nicest people I've ever played with. So I wish him all the best in his future. But yeah, I guess if he's not going to be playing, then it's good for him to moving on. But I think he has the ability, and I think he should have been getting a bit more game time in the last year or so. But it's coach's choice. So.
Yeah, I think it was the right decision by him. Like, if he knows he's not going to be getting game time, it's better to go elsewhere, and he should be getting game time at MacArthur. But yeah, for us though, it's a pretty good thing that he won't be with United playing against us. But he's still got the likes of his brother up front, Toure, who's a dangerous player. But it's all right.
Do both of you have any sort of lingering memories of anything spectacular he did in training sessions? Because you obviously both, played alongside him at various points.
He was always just pretty silky smooth, to be honest. I didn't play with him a lot because he was still with the youth team at the stage that I was there. But he started to break through at the end of my time. But yeah, he's just a good kid, and he's one to throw in a step over every now and then. But yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, he was always the best in the small-sided games with his little tricks and skills. But yeah, he's a quality player. I wish him all the best in the future.
Yeah, well said. And we can't forget that amazing step over against MacArthur last season, which went viral. We'll move on, fellas. So in the NPL SA this season, Olympic, your team finished 7th on the table, 14 points off top place. It was a tough sort of campaign, but how much has that been sort of a driver within the camp to really put it right in the FFA Cup, where you've already made great strides, but there's a great opportunity to pull off a massive cup set where, just FYI, this is Adelaide. This is the city where the first ever cup set happened with Adelaide City back in 2014. So how much of that is sort of a driver for you guys and the rest of the playing squad going into this game, knowing that Olympic didn't quite have the best season in the NPL this year?
Yeah, the season was disappointing for us. We wanted to make the 6 for sure. We got unlucky a bit with the amount of draw. We had a lot of draws this season, which I don't think any clubs ever had in the local league. So we're disappointed. So we always said from the start that we wanted to do well in the cup, and we've gone well so far, obviously. But yeah, we want to just transfer all our games now into this because that's all we've got. But yeah, it was disappointing with the season, but at least we've got this to look forward to now, which is good.
Yeah. Considering the lack of depth we had as well throughout the year with injuries and stuff, I thought we performed pretty well. Every team that came up against us worried, so I was happy with the way we went. But we know that the cup's where we strive best, so we'll hopefully see what happens this weekend.
Yeah, I think Olympic were definitely unlucky in parts this season. We know that Adelaide City are probably the favourites to win it at the moment, and you guys took them all the way this season. So it's just a case of winning those real close ones. And unfortunately for Olympic, it was a tough sort of year not making the 6. But the FFA Cup, some might say you guys have bigger fish to fry. So we'll get back onto all things FFA Cup. Christos Penendis, Fausto Erba and Yanis Samosas were the goal scorers for Olympic over in Perth when you guys knocked off ECU Joondalup. So both of you, from two differing perspectives, I guess, summarise the game for us and how good it was to get an interstate trip in with Olympic, which we know is rare for NPL players.
Yeah, that was the best part of it, I reckon, just getting to go away with the boys and we have a very close-knit team, so it was good to have a trip together, and it was a good time. In regards to the game, I thought we dominated, to be honest, from the start. The first 20-25 minutes, we were the better side. We had them pressed in their own half. I think our high press was working well, so we're winning the ball off them in good areas. And then we had a bit of a spell where we were about 20 minutes where they started to get a bit on top, which happens in every game. A team's going to get on top for a certain portion of the game, but we held it well, and we then got back on top and capitalised on our opportunities, which was good.
yeah, considering the flight and the period of waiting for the game, I was really proud of all the boys, considering how we all got this energy out of nowhere. The run out 90 minutes, I thought really well, especially on a big pitch that we played on. Yeah, like Kristin said, the first few minutes of the game, we should have put the game to bed. I know I missed the chance, Chidadini missed the chance, but class players like Christos, Falsto, and Yanni, they scored brilliant goals to let us win. So happy.
Great stuff. And did you guys surprise yourselves with how comprehensive the actual win was?
No, I don't think so. I think we always knew we had the ability. We know in our ability, but it's always like you don't know what the level's like in other NPLs across the state. And to be honest, I was surprised. Credit to them that they kept trying to play out because we were pressing them really high, and I thought, oh, they're going to boot the ball. You know what I mean? That's what most teams do when we play in the SA NPL. But they kept trying to play out. Maybe that was the downfall for them. But yeah, it was credit to them. They were a good side still. So yeah.
Yep. No, that don't need to say anything more about that. Let's talk about this weird spot that you guys are kind of in where you're just playing knockout football and waiting in cycles of weeks to just play these one-off matches. How much an effect does that have, positive or negative? And is the main positive, I guess, the fact that Adelaide United have been in the same scenario with way less competitive football in their legs, considering how long ago the A-League finished, the fact they've only played, I think, one friendly, and you guys have just come off an NPL season, obviously.
Yeah, the main thing for us for this game was that we wanted to have it as soon as possible after our last game because we don't have any other games to play at the moment. So we wanted to keep our fitness and stuff. So I'm happy that it's come pretty quickly around. So yeah, even the first week when we didn't know when the game was going to be, it was hard at trainings because, you know, people aren't taking it as seriously. We don't know when we're playing. So it's kind of a holiday mode. But as soon as we found out when the game was happening, we just all switched on and it's been full focus from there.
Yeah, exactly. Like the worst part about being a player is like training for the sake of like training, not knowing when the actual game's going to be. But as soon as the game comes around, we know when it is. Everyone switches on, coach implements when we're going to be training, and everyone's ready.
Now the game's going to be at Valo. So have we been training at Valo, lads, or at Ferryden Park, which is your training base usually?
So this week we train more at Valo, yeah, but we have been at Ferryden before that.
Do you think it's going to be a massive advantage knowing I don't think Adelaide United senior team have ever played on the aesthetic? So is that something that, I guess people behind the scenes there at Olympic are bringing up, the fact that you guys play on it every second week? So surely it's going to be a big advantage?
Yeah, I don't think it will make a huge difference, but maybe on their bodies, if anything, because they haven't played on it much. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it makes an impact, but yeah.
Yeah, for us Olympic boys though, like we haven't lost at Valo Parks this whole year, so it's just a big confidence boost for us because this is our home pitch. We know how to play on it, we train on it, so hopefully bring that confidence into the game.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's going to favour you guys quite a bit. We'll move along. So Florida Athena, they took Adelaide United into extra time in Perth. How much have you guys studied that match behind closed doors, and where do you think this match will be won and lost?
Yeah, we've had our video reviews like we normally do after a game with normal preparation like we normally do. We've analysed the team and just, normal things that we do for our club. In regards to the game, I think for us it's just, we don't change our system for specific games. We just play the way we normally play. And, yeah, we've got some slight things that we're adjusting and keeping into account because it's a big team and we know that the threats they have, but for us it's mostly just going in like every game.
Yeah, we don't like to change our structure as much depending on the opposition team. We like to keep it the same for every game, but yeah, we're always aware of their threats. Say their fast players up front like Halloran, Mo Toure, Kiddo, but like we can't concentrate on their strengths. We have strengths in our own up front and just try and make an entertaining game, attacking football. Hopefully it'll be a good one.
How do you boys feel Adelaide United will approach this game? Do you think they'll go hell for leather from the first kick, or do you think they'll try and ease into this game a bit more considering the derby factor and I guess the aesthetic turf factor too?
I think they'll play as they normally do. They'll try and play footy. how they usually play. So I don't think they'll change too much, to be honest, for this game. It's not like they're bursting a Melbourne victory or anything, so they should be fine.
You agree, Jason?
Yeah, I see them still treating it as a normal game. Like, it's still a cup game. You want to win it. There's no point going in slow from the get-go. I expect them to be coming out firing from the start, but we'll see what happens on the day. Anything can happen.
3-0 victory for Adelaide United over Adelaide Victory on Tuesday night. The State League One outfit, that is. So interesting to see Adelaide United playing a friendly quite close to the big game on Sunday. Now, boys, Adelaide United haven't lost in the FFA Cup since November of 2017 when they were defeated by Sydney FC in the final that year. It's the longest ever winning streak in the competition, and they'll obviously be looking to keep that going on Sunday. I'm sure you guys will play this one with a straight bat, knowing the straight shooters that you guys are. But is this kind of something that maybe the Olympic fans might kind of gloss over, and, you know, has it got any meaning or bearing on the game whatsoever?
I mean, we don't take them for granted. They're done so well in the cup for a reason. They're a good side, you know. So we're not going to take that for granted. But I mean, we hope we're the first to change that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But every game's different. Like, you see what happens on the day, being honest. You never know. We'll see.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be very exciting. We'll move along. So, guys, the FFA Cup, it's the perfect platform for NPL players to shine and get themselves some exposure. For you especially, Kristin, as a former United senior player, still only 22, how much of a personal stake do you have in this? Do you feel plenty of motivation to get one over the club, which let you go back in 2019 without much justification at all? And you can answer this one too, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always motivated for games, but of course I'm going to be more motivated for this one. I don't have any bad memories of the club or anything like that, so it's not like a negative feeling towards them. You know, I do wish I could have stayed longer, but, you know, I just got to prove why I deserve to be at that level. I mean, I think I've had another good season, and I'm hoping, you know, I can keep moving forward and try and progress myself, especially when I'm getting a little bit older now. So just trying to perform and do the best I can. The mentality I have is never to, you know, settle down and just treat it like, you know, it's NPL level. I always want to get better and progress. So if it's not in the A-League, I'll try and move overseas maybe in the future. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm open to everything.
Really well said. I'll just come in there, Jason. So I guess this sort of comes into it from the other side for you. The FFA Cup, it's that first sort of opportunity for you to get exposure on the national stage, having never made a senior appearance for Adelaide United. So how much do you kind of go into this game with that mindset of knowing that there's a great opportunity at play for you?
Yeah, I just want to show everyone, like, how much better I've become as a footballer. Like, now that I've been able to get game time stuff, I just want to show why I think I could be playing on the big stage. I want to put in a performance where people recognise who I am, that I'm not just the youngest Konstandopoulos brother, but I'm a good footballer for my age. So hopefully we'll see what happens from there. I have aspirations to want to play professionally, so I keep working hard. I stay dedicated to what I want to do.
Great.
And the worst, brother.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna touch on some banter a little later on, but there we go. He's let it right out, Kristin. Boys, can we find out? Can you let our viewers know? Will you both be starting on Sunday, and which positions?
I mean, we've started most games of the year. We don't have a lot of depth, so I think we'll be starting. I'll be somewhere in the midfield position. I can't give that away.
Yeah, I'll most likely be on one of the wings. So we'll see.
Nice. Well, thank you for letting us know, boys. We appreciate it. Now, we'll finish on a, I guess, funny note. So Nathan Konstandopoulos is your eldest brother, of course. So has there been any banter going on between the respective households going into this game this week? Because we know, even though he's injured, that he's an integral part of Adelaide United and everything they do when he's fit. So has there been any sort of banter between the respective brothers throughout this week?
Yeah, it's been. It would have been more exciting if he was able to play. It would have been pretty cool to have everyone on the pitch. That would have been a first. But, there's been a little bit of banter because he's got family members in the other team, but he obviously supports his club. But yeah, it's been a bit of banter between us. I've just been saying that if he plays, I'll break his knee again. Nah, it's all been good.
No, being honest, we always have banter between us two about who's the best and who's the worst.
I'm
Like,
sure you do.
ever since we were young, we're always competing. So, hey, even me and Chris on the same team, we still have banter with each other because I'm the best.
It's healthy brotherly love, boys. I find it really interesting that between the Konstant family and the Toure family, if either Musa or Jason plays for Adelaide United in the near future, one of you will hold that record. One family will hold that record of 3 brothers playing for the senior team. So, Jason, I want to see it happen. Play well, both of you, Sunday. We wish you all the very best of luck, guys. It's been great having you on the show. Before we go, just give our viewers a bit of a understanding of what you're both getting up to. We've had you on before, Kristin. We know you're studying and kicking goals off the pitch with a few projects that you're involved with. We haven't spoken to you, Jason. So both of you just let us know what life is like off the pitch for you guys at the moment.
Yeah, so still doing my studies and stuff, as we said last time, and working at Player Performance Project as a coach, personal trainer. So that's actually picked up a lot lately, which is good. So if you have any kids, anyone listening that want to come down, give me a call. Yeah, it's going well.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I'm just finishing off year 12 now. Got exams coming up soon. I'm aspiring to go in a similar direction as Kristin, try and get into physio, PT type of stuff. And yeah, most of the time, spare time's just soccer and gym. It's about all.
And FIFA.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Jason, you're in year 12. So tell us, surely you're going into it this weekend, letting the feelers out to everyone at school that you'll be live on Channel 10. And, if you play well, it'll be hello chicks for you on Monday.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a lot of the mates to come down, but I go to a very Aussie school. They're more into their football, so we'll see.
Fair enough. I guess it is that way at Westminster. It'd be good if you guys could win an Intercol too. But anyway, we'll leave it there. All the best to both of you guys. Thanks so much for coming on. We love getting in touch with any members of the Konstant family. You've both spoken really well today. We wish you guys and Father George all the very best on Sunday in what's going to be a massive game. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Easy. Thank you, fans.